so there's this connection between England and there's a connection between San Francisco and the development of these of what this graphic of all the graphics seems to have withstood the test of time, and it really is a testament to how a good graphic can really convey something that a lot of people at the time felt was probably true, but this really showed it to them. And I'm right now in the process of trying to get the book reprinted because unfortunately my father was killed by a speeding drunk driver who landed on his car when he was driving through Athens, Greece, a year after the book came out. And this is 27 years ago, 1982. And it's quite fascinating that a book that really was started in 1969, as Josh mentioned, and then written, published in 1981, and then the author was basically disappeared from the face of the earth, that this book is still held up as a very important piece of literature in urban design, and also something we really need today. Unfortunately, I had a contract with Planners Press from the American Planning Association, and they dropped it just a month ago, saying that these notions of street livability are well ensconced in our practice. And that, as you may appreciate, is completely ridiculous. I wrote a new foreword, and it's titled Street Conflict, Power, and Promise, Livable Streets Broadening the Automobility Paradigm. And the reason it's called that is that what Livable Streets really did was it showed people the power relations that were at play in the street, and with good evidence, as Joshua will show with his own research, that it really does make a difference. That the car and its what I call its alloy envelope and really kind of its overpowering presence over all other modes is really an issue that needs to be dealt with. It's an unseen threat. It's sometimes one of the important things about livable streets is that it shows how people will abandon a street here like this, and you might have lower levels of traffic fatalities or casualties, I should say. Whereas you might have higher levels here, but it doesn't mean that this is any less. I mean, if people have abandoned it, people have retreated from the street itself, and that we need to be cognizant from what the research tells us that there are places that have become social deserts because of the car's threat. Also, of course, calling it, saying that it's broadening the automobile paradigm shows that also expresses how we still have a long way to go. And recently, at a recent conference, I was discussing with an editor from Rutledge, and he was an alderman in Oxford. He said he actually used this, my father's research, to deal with traffic issues. So he's very excited about doing it. So hopefully we'll get a reprint soon. One of the issues is that it's now very expensive on eBay, and it keeps getting stolen out of libraries, which is one of the selling points. So I didn't want to...
We keep that one locked up. That's
but I just wanted to say that, Joshua, thank you so much for, it's very meaningful. Again, I think this is a very meaningful study that both comes from its heart from England and from San Francisco. And thank you very much, Joshua, for letting me come speak. Thank you for all the work you've done.
Thanks for being here. Yeah.